answer the 3 dream questions. Are you ready, Nick?
I'm ready.
Okay, the first question is, what are your hopes and dreams? What are the things that you're looking forward to, or you'd wish for the world?
Well, I mean, the first thing I go to is, since I have 2 kids, my hopes and dreams kind of revolve around them, priority 1. So, and I don't really have specific hopes or dreams for them other than to see them happy. I don't really mind what they choose in life, as long as it brings them happiness. It's kind of like a haircut, for a kid. The kid might go get a crazy haircut, and somebody might say, why did you let them get that? Well, if it makes them happy, I'm okay with that haircut. But, whatever they choose to do, as long as they're happy, that's hope and dream number 1. But once they're content and happy, then I start thinking about, what do I want? And I just really want to travel, see the world, and make as many memories as I can. I feel like the purpose of life, if nothing else, is the accumulation of memories.
Yeah.
And
so I relate to that traveling thing, because that's what I feel like.
I'll bet you have, especially with all the people you've met along the way.
Yeah. So traveling is something that's...
Yeah, and, I've often wondered, what's the best way to do that. I've always been fascinated by the ocean. I've always wanted to live on a boat. One of my dreams is, it sounds like a dream of a child, but really it's the dream of an adult here. It's to someday get, a nice sailboat and travel on it, spend a good amount of years just living on that and sailing around. I spent some time in Greece and saw some people were doing that, and spending years out there just traveling around. They'll stay at an island for a month or 2, and I think, that would just be an incredible way to not only see a little bit of the world, but experience what it's like to live there in those places, the non-tourist side of it all. So it'd be pretty cool.
Do you have anything for the Earth?
If I could just, a magic wand and make all selfish desires disappear, perhaps that would be great. But also that would probably be it. I feel like a lot could be accomplished if people were more worried about others and less worried about themselves. If there was a way to just get rid of that, we'd just live in a much better place. I don't know. I definitely am getting to that point in my life where I'm starting to think, wow, the world is headed in one direction, and is there anything we can do to stop it? I don't know. But maybe I need to change my mindset. I don't know.
Well, you're a teacher.
Yeah. It's getting worse and worse. These kids are coming to school every day from, and the night before was a night that I'd never experienced in my life, and for them, they're experiencing it every night. Some of them are homeless. Some of them are living with parents that, do a lot of drugs and don't check in on their child at all. And it seems like it's more and more. I don't know if that's true or if it's the same as it's always been, but it really feels like every year there's just the problems getting bigger and bigger, and that does scare you.
Do you remember your dreams?
When I was a little kid.
When you were younger?
Oh, yeah. When I was really little, my dream was to be a train conductor. I wanted to drive the trains. That was my dream. And I had that one for a long time. Then when that one disappeared, there were times when I wanted to be a teacher. It started to shift a lot after the train conductor, but that one lasted a long time. So if someone ever asked, what was your childhood dream? That was it, to be that. Yeah. Just wanted to travel on the trains and go wherever the tracks took it. Thought that looked and sounded cool.
Yeah, that's romantic. If you could go back and talk to your 13-year-old self, you could say, Nick, this is something you should consider.
This is a good question, isn't it? I think I would try I think it's good that a person, this is exactly what I would tell myself, I think it's really good that you listen to the people around you, your elders, your parents, your friends, listen to them, take their advice seriously, but remember that just because they're saying it doesn't mean they're right. Sometimes that voice inside of you that's telling you, this is what's right for you, Nick, as long as it's not a selfish voice, as long as it's really just, that inner voice that you have that really speaks speaks to you at times, then I would tell myself, listen to that one above all the others out there, because they don't know you like you know yourself. They think they do. I've
had a lot of people say similar things, but nobody said it quite in those terms. I think that's really...
It's been kind of one of those hard-learned lessons along the way. All of us, to a certain extent, are people pleasers, and we all have people in our lives that we want to please more than anybody else. And so when they give us advice, we want to follow it. One, we believe that they're probably right because we admire and respect them. Two, they have our best intention and our best. They want the best for us. And so how could they be wrong with the advice they're giving? But there's been a few times in my life, and that's why I would tell my 13-year-old self, there's just been a few times where their suggestions, their advice led me down a path that I probably should have known better. And I did know better. There was something inside me saying, don't do that. It's not bad. What they're saying it makes sense, but just don't do it. And wish I would have listened to myself a little bit better. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to the you that's your mind's voice. When it speaks strongly to you, listen to it.
Very cool. Has anything come up since we started the conversation that you'd like to say or share?
Well, I've just been thinking about my own family choices a lot while I was talking about that, and thinking, boy, I could have, maybe things would be a little different now had I made some different choices. I don't know if they'd be any better or worse, honestly, but also, we chose, we made choices, went down a path, now we're on that path. I think I would also tell myself, hey, don't worry. Whatever happens, just don't beat yourself up about it and keep going.
Alrighty. Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.